Ooh, spooky. It's Halloween. Oh no, things are making noises. I forgot. I'm sitting in my percussion corner. There's drums all around me. So, yes. First order of business, spooky cup. It lights up and it makes weird noises. It lights up and it's got cute little pumpkins. I haven't made the faces. First order of spoopy business. I don't have any. I'm gonna take this hat off because my hair doesn't like it. I just wanted to start out the video all spoopy. I'm gonna sit on the drum, see if it mutes it a little. It does. That's good. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a little tour of my percussion corner with spooky music. Alright. I'm up. So obviously the laptop's sitting on the drums. Over here, you can't really see them very well because I don't want to move my camera because I'm scared. Two rudiment charts. One is just snare rudiments, and the other is jazz and groove type stuff. Here we have my creepy, scary art called Crime Scene Evidence. The Blasphemy and Genocide are from a Green Day song called East Jesus Nowhere. It's a really good song. I like it. I would recommend. It even says in the bottom, East Jesus Nowhere. Then below it, I have my bells. And I have to space them out equally. There's 6 on each side of where I keep the bells. I gotta be specific. This is my little car cat. I got that in Indie Popcorn. We had a project in art. You can't really see it because of the green lights. But we had to create an album cover from a band's single. And had to include the name of the song, the name of the band, and stuff that goes with it. I did Bang Bang by Green Day. I got an affinity for Green Day. But, yeah, that was the thing. This is my little baby Groot that I got in Indie Popcorn, and he's got a little bat friend to be Spoopy. Look at all the bats I have. I just have an affinity for bats, too. We were reading a book, and there's just a giant chapter about bats, and, these kids messing with them. I'm like, protect the babies. They're endangered. That's why I love them. Then we have, I'll do the shelf last, because that's oh boy. Up here, we have more of my weird art. It's like a heart, and it's got rainbows, and then it's also got, black and white, contrast. So saying, no matter who you are, no matter, the way you were born, or what you like, we should all still love each other. That's my weird art. This is my little mark from Indie Popcorn as well. More Indie Popcorn stuff. Here we go. This is my music stand where I display my beautiful art of Ninja Sex Party. Good band. And then I have my Rick and Morty art and Game Grumps. I'll put the lights out of the way so you can see it. So that's more of my Indie Popcorn. Then the shelf. I'm going to pan down so you can see the shelf. Spooky. Ooh, more spooky music. So the first layer is a shrine to things I like. So we got little itty bitties from Hallmark, and they are Monsters Inc. because I love Monsters Inc. This is a flower crown that I like, that I got at Claire's, I believe. This is my little Jacksepticeye. He's so cute. I got him at Indie Popcorn as well. Can't see my face. Spooky. And then we have my Imperial Snow Trooper and my Kylo Ren bobbleheads. Those are pop vinyls. And then we have my bust of Thomas Jefferson that I got when I was in Virginia. Next shelf, we have Light Up TARDIS Snow Globe. These 2 book things that you put them together and they hold books together. I don't use them because my bookshelf's out there, and I just don't. Then we have this, my friend Cecil. I would like to put him in the video. He is the most amazing artist. I don't know if you can really see it because the contrast is low because it's spoopy. But my friend Cecil drew this for me. He's an amazing artist. I love him so much. One of the best friends I have. This Hot Topic card that I just can't get over. It says happy freaking birthday. And I love it so much. And the cake is black. And I'm like, I want a black cake just because the icing gets everywhere and I want to make it Then I have this little Ghostbusters pin that my friend made me. And I like made it into a pin because it was a necklace, but she got the measurements off, so this part broke. It's fine. Next shelf we have Star Trek snow globe. Yeah. And, because I like Star Trek. Then we have my Markiplier and Jacksepticeye pictures. If you don't remember the artist, because I believe I credited the artist, you can't see my face again. I believe I credited the artists who did like these little chibi clips and the little like hugs. You can go to my Indie PopCon video, which is actually one of my longer videos, so good luck. But I believe in the description of the video, you don't even have to watch it. Wow. In the description, I tried to like link to their websites or Twitters or emails because they're really good artists. My mug is out there somewhere from that. Let's see. This shelf also has my first ever pair of toe shoes, which are pretty intense because I do dance. That's the thing I do. But I like those a lot, so I keep those there as a reminder. The next shelf, I have my broken Tetris lamp. It's broken, but I believe I have a fake candle back here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on just for the video. And it illuminates them creepily. And they're about to all fall on me. But yeah, it's broken, so it just kind of sits there. Then the bottom shelf, which you can't really see, which is good, is an amalgamation of things that I don't use yet. It's also got things like my Star Wars snow globe that I saved for Christmas. So it's got like storage and other stuff. And then there's my symbols here, which you can see. And I have this really neat basket down here. I'm gonna pop squat now. I sit on my stool. It's actually called a throne, so I can sit on my throne. I might vlog back here from now on. I like this setting. I can't see the time restriction. I'm gonna weirdly block my screen to read that. It's been 7 minutes. Cool. My first year of marching band, I played the snare and the bass drum. So this isn't really a spooky video, I know, but oh well. We have like, I've saved back a lot of my band music from that, which is a lot. That's only like, that's my first year of band and my first year at the snare. And the original snare drummer gave me a bunch of her old music. So I just have like this basket of music. I also have this really cute card I found. And it's like really neat. You can't really see it that well because of the contrast. But it's Hallmark's Life is Good. And you can just write in it. But it didn't, oh, it's vice versa for you because everything's reversed. But it says enjoy the ride on the front. This looks normal to me, to you it doesn't. Or maybe it does. I don't know if it flops it or not. But I really like that. I'm going to use that for something. Then I have my like awards and stuff. I will letter in band this year. So I have like all the years I've done marching band, I get these patches. I am not going to put all of these on my letter jacket when I get it. I will, however, last year was my first year high school solo ensemble. So, one I believe, I don't remember what these are from. Yeah. This one was my ensemble and this one was my solo. So this was choir and this was for band, yeah, for my snare solo. I believe one I received an excellent and the other was the rating below that. Was it superior, excellent? I don't remember. I received a 1 on the one and I received a 1 on my snare solo, which they say is really hard for freshmen to do, especially in percussion. They're very particular. And then for choir, I got a 2, I believe. So I was proud of myself. We letter our sophomore year and we get our numbers our freshman year. So I have my 2020, the year I graduate. I have all these solo and ensemble pins in here. Like, look at all those solo and ensemble pins. And then just regular band pins. Because we get pins for being in band and choir. I like last year's choir ones a lot. Look how cool they are. The best band and choir director ever. And then the solo and ensemble ones. Hold on, this is going to tell me. Blue is superior and red is excellent. So, yeah. Because the blue one's superior and the red is excellent. Superior is the highest rating you can get. And it's like the one you want to get. I need to get more backs to these. Oh yeah, I was also in honors choir, so I got this cute little pin that says Festival Choral. Forgotten about it. Then last year somehow I got high rankings in classes, so I got to go to the awards thing, which I've never gotten before. And I got it in English and history. It was really nice. So I got awarded in things. That's great. I actually thought I sucked at everything. Whop. And that also goes into the bucket of despair, which goes back down here. Ugh. So that's a tour of the amalgamation of what is my little fortress of solitude. I come back here often because I like to play my instrument. It's a nice instrument. I have hi-hat. I got one of those Swiss cymbals, which is really neat, and they sound like this. It sounds kind of like a gong. I have two, like, crash cymbals. I got my ride cymbal. They're all Zildjian cymbals, but a lot of them are different generations. Like, the ride is a Planet Z, which I forget what era that was. But I got Remo drum heads on pearl drums. So, any of you that hate me. And then the snare doesn't even go with the set. It's a different snare. And it's got an Evans head. So, you're all going to hate me. It plays. It sounds great. I love it. It's my sweet baby. Sip. Alright. Then the cool part of what I wanted to show you. These are my drumsticks. They light up green. Green is a color I like. I'll just put that there because I got like my green lights going on right now because it's spoopy. You probably all just went deaf from that because of the... Oh my gosh. This thing is terrible. It like absorbs sound and I hate it. So you're going to hear really loud noises. I got this nice little holster over here. This isn't even all my drumsticks. Like I have more. There's some that I don't use because they're like autographed and stuff. And I don't want to ruin them. And like, I ruined my Nashville once that my friend got me. You can still read them. Yeah, it says Nashville, the Music City. I got guitars on them, it's neat. But, and then I have other ones that I just like kind of scribbled on. Or they're just drumsticks that aren't that good of quality or they're broken. My really good pair is over there somewhere because I use it for school. Because I broke my boyfriend's. This season has been terrible on those sticks. So, I'll pay you the $12 back. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm very sad because this Halloween I did not get as much candy as I wanted, which means tomorrow I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to buy all the discount candy they have. It's going to be great. I got a little bit of candy, just a little bit. And then today our quiz bowl coach just randomly gave a bunch of us fruit snacks. The discount candy is like the best stuff though. And we bought candy for my Halloween party, so there's a bunch of that. Which I believe we left over there for the people that work at the place we had the party, so. And we had to leave the decorations up, so my room doesn't have a zombie infection sign anymore. Because we had to leave the decorations up. For 2 parties now. Because there was ours, that my friends and I had. Then my cousin's friends had a party from their church. And now there's a bunch of adults that are going to have a party. So it's just like, I don't have a zombie sign on my room and it's Halloween. I'm sad. Oh, I really should have wore a costume for this video. I'm now realizing I kind of did. I can't laugh. Like, maniacally at all. Spooky noises. Halloween is my holiday. I'm just going to put that out there. It's my favorite holiday in the entirety of anything. I do love Christmas. I do love Easter. I love April Fool's Day. Which happen to fall on the same day. Easter and April Fools are the same day. So, our drama club director was like, I'm just going to get a bunch of Easter eggs and hide disgusting stuff in them. And I'm like, that's going to be me. But, yeah. I just love this holiday. It's so fun. I love fall. I love Thanksgiving. Taking a moment to appreciate. Because I get to decorate for Thanksgiving. So it's really fun for me. And fall is so pretty. You have all the colors. Like, yes, you have all the colors at Christmas, but fall is one of the most interesting and fun seasons to do art. I hate still life so much. But I will do still life of art of fall. My mouth doesn't want to work. I will do still life of fall because I love the way it looks. It's just pretty. But this fall, it friggin' rained and snowed over the weekend where I live. And I'm just like, could you not? But then we had Monday off school and it's Halloween today, so I get to prepare for the spoopiness. I got new shoes. Can I lean? I'm gonna fall. All the house phones going off. That's nice. But I'm gonna fall. Spooky. That's a call I thought I'd never hear in a long time. It's the people that we used to take care of, like their house and her mom and stuff. And I love the dog. I have a phobia of dogs, but I love this dog. So I'm spooked. Spooky music. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything else spooky I can talk about. I went to a few parties. I had a various amount of costumes. Let's see. I have my Link costume, but I didn't wear that for anything. I had my werewolf costume. I had a witch costume, and it was really neat, and the cape. Hold on. I'm going to get the cape. I'm getting the cape. Because I really like it, and I didn't get to wear it. Oh, crap. Everything's falling. I'm going to put the cape on. Hold on. Hold on. I love making you guys wait. Ooh, spooky werewolf noise. Hold on, I'm going to finish this. I could also use it for a vampire costume. Oh no, I'm stepping on stuff. Spooky cape. Oh no, I opened the curtain. It's all spooky and I like it. I'm wearing it for the rest of the video. We're going to go a little bit farther into this video. I'm going to tell you all a spooky story. That'll be fun. This is going to be a long video because I love Halloween. It's got a little hood too. I can't do scary sounds, which surprises me. But like I put two capes together and I pinned because I ruined the cape. It's got spider webs on it, so it goes great. It's my witch's hat. We're going to be like this for the rest of the video. While I tell you all a spooky tale. Ooh, we don't have thunder. Let me take a sip first. Spooky. Spooky white grape juice. Crap, what's that word? Where you like... It's like a word for watered down. Because we watered down the white grape juice because it's too intense for me, but I like it. So we put water in it. Spooky music. Hold on. I have like 70 million Twitter notifications. So, I'm going to tell you a spooky thing first. Jack said something about... Someone was like, you're doing the pumpkin carving video this year, Jack? And he's like, well, it is tradition. And we're all like, no. For the septic art thing, which was the other video I uploaded today, I'm assuming his video, as of when I speak now, which is like 15 till 5, so I haven't seen it yet. 5 my time. And I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to assume that it's like spooky. But I did Gerald. Our art club was carving and painting pumpkins, so I did Gerald. I'm going to put something on this to mute this. Our art club did like painting and drawing pumpkins, so I carved Gerald, and he's got like a knife in him, like Auntie stabbed him. Like that, like spooky. You know who Auntie is if you know who Jack is. Like if you know Jack and you don't know Auntie, I don't know what rock you have been under, but I feel so spooky in this cape. I carved him and we put a candle in last night, and it's a red candle, so it looks like it's melting and it's bloody and it's really neat. And I just like it so much. And I put Gerald in for my septic art because I didn't have anything like hand-drawn prepared. And it was already like 2 or 3 days into the contest. And I'm like, I like posting things mid-deadline. Like, between announcement date and deadline, I think posting things mid. I don't know why, it's just a me thing. But I posted Gerald, and I really hope Jack sees it. I haven't seen the rest of the video yet. I only started into the little bit of it. But I want to make up a spoopy story. I've already been doing this for, oh, let me check the time thing. Like 20 minutes? Yeah. Can't see because the curtain's like really bright. Like, don't go into the light, Timothy. I feel very like Phil Lester today. So, spooky story. Right. This is tense music. Very tense music. Like, alright, scary story, scary story, scary story. I could have done this for thunder. No, I couldn't have. That bass drum's not good for that. Alright. I will tell you the story. I will probably have to... No, I'll leave the music. There was a girl. Wait, I know what I could read. I wrote a story for a test we had to take, and we had to include certain words. I'll read that. I'll have to edit around some things. I know I keep leaving camera shot. I'm sorry, I can't edit. Don't judge me. You just listen to the beautiful spooky sounds. Alright, I've come back. Ooh, spooky. Alright, this is based off a true story, so I may have to change some things around because... And you may not know what some of these words mean because they are vocabulary words for advanced English, so wait for the music to start. Spooky, I'm gonna take a drink before we read, because I got a very sore throat. Our story begins with a very Kafkaesque setting, which you can look what that means later. A young girl walked a lonely path to her grandmother's house with only a dim candle to light the path. It was very big of her to bring her grandmother her medication at such a late hour. The child was very sweet for doing such a thing. As she made her way through the forest, she heard a brouhaha coming from the bushes. She spun around on her heels to see what could be causing all the commotion, but she was greeted only with silence. She decided to put her discernment behind her as she trekked onward. The feeling of the world began to become very dark from what it had once been before. Hold on. Her pace slowed as she made her way through the muddy, leafy-covered floor of the forest. Her heart raced miles as she searched for the warm light of the grandmother's house, but it never came. The darkness around her seemed to be creeping in as she continued on her journey. She had, oh fuck, I can't read my own sentences. We're gonna skip that. She could not be furtive on this situation. This trip seemed longer than usual. The path seemed unfamiliar to her. She feared that she was lost. She heard several noises behind her. If only she hadn't made the perfidious decision to stay home and play when it was still light out. What the fuck? Yes, if only she hadn't made the perfidious decision to stay home and play when it was light out, she would have been able to safely travel to her grandmother's in the daylight. There was a sudden rustle behind her, and then the next thing... What fuck? Excuse me, my language. There was a sudden rustle behind her. Then next to her, then on the other side of her. She ran. She ran as fast as her legs could carry her. Suddenly, it lunged at her, a giant, snarling, wolf-like creature loomed above her. I can't read. Loomed above her. Saliva dripped from its yellowed fangs. His eyes glowed a bright red as the beast stared into the girl's soul. He growled at her as he crept down as he kept her pinned down. He sniffed her over. There was a pause. Then he lunged his fangs toward her arm and bit her. Then he lunged his fangs toward her arm and bit her. Her adrenaline kicked in. She freed her other arm and slung her fist into its face. That's very intense. She freed her other arm and slung the fist into its face. I am lost now. Crap. Yes. He whimpered and scurried into the darkness. Shortly after, a silent howl was heard in the distance. As she got up and continued through the densest part of the path, to a less dense part of the path. Every time I mess up, it makes the story like 50 times less scary. She continued down a less dense part of the path. Excuse me. Moonlight lit her way. It was the only light that she had. It was the light of the full moon. She never made it to her grandmother's that night. When she arrived home, it was sunrise. She felt weak. She made her way up to her bedroom. Her father came in around noon. Her grandmother was dead. But not from the lack of her medication. From being mauled to death. The authorities say it was a wild pack of dogs, but based on the events of that night, she wasn't too sure about anything anymore. By the next month, she didn't feel too well still. Evening came. She didn't remember much after that. But then, she woke up face down and naked in the woods. The weirdest part was, by then the bite marks on her arm were completely healed. And that is my interpretation of Little Red Riding Hood, or the true story of what happened. There was this thing a while back, like 1589 or something, in Bedburg, Germany. Yeah, it was Bedburg, Germany. Peter Stoop, I think was his name, was the first ever recorded case and trial of a werewolf. And the girl's name was Gretchen, I believe. And he had, bitten her, and he'd planned on killing her. But if you go by what they also say legends are, when they're bitten, they become the wolf as well. So that's why I took it further. And the story of Little Red Riding Hood is based off the events of Bedburg, Germany. Just so you know, add a little spook to you. I learned a lot of these facts. I knew a lot about werewolves already, but I learned a lot of these facts from the not sponsored Amazon Prime series Lore. It came out Friday the 13th, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly. I've only watched a couple episodes because it's all I've had time for, but I plan on watching more tonight because it's Halloween, and, I enjoyed it a lot. I forget what that one was called, but... Alright, so now it's time for my Halloween recommendations after I take a sip. Alright, so if you plan on staying up and watching some movies, I've got some recommendeds. First of all, any interpretation of any sort of book into a movie for Halloween, like anything by Edgar Allan Poe, anything by Stephen King, that's a good place to start. For the kids and younger people who don't like being scared much, maybe Harry Potter. If you are okay with the book to movie ratio, Harry Potter is a good thing to watch around Halloween because of the whole themes and undertones, and Halloween's a big thing in Harry Potter. Obviously Disney movies. Hocus Pocus is a great family one. That is a great family one. Maybe it's up to you. Beetlejuice. I don't know how you feel about that with kids though. That's an up to you thing. If you really want to get scary, Vincent Price stuff, Edgar Allan Poe, mix that together. House of Usher. I love those so much. That's some good Halloween, older stuff. I've always loved the Halloween movies in general, one of my favorites is H2O, which is Halloween 20, which is like the 20 years later of the events of the Halloween movie. I love that one so much. There's a few like really dumb 80s movies. Like, I like vampires. That's a concept that is very easy to grasp. I like vampires. But there's a few good vampire ones. The 80s. Oh boy. 80s is very great with these things. Ghostbusters. That's a good family one. If you're okay with your kids hopefully not understanding a lot of the adult humor underlying that. I shouldn't, but I do understand that. That's bad. I always do the little joke on the piano where I go up to the two eyes keys and go, I can do that now. I'm scare away the ghost. There, I scared away all the ghosts. We're safe. No ghosts in this video, except for that one there. Ah! But no. What else would I recommend? For Halloween, I've already recommended you a lot of stuff. You're gonna stay up late tonight. Definitely, because if you haven't seen it yet, the Stranger Things Season 2 would probably be a fun thing to watch tonight. Definitely the Amazon Lore series. I'm really liking that. I'm very into it. I don't know why. It's just, it tells you like the truth behind the legends and how they formed. And I've always liked that kind of concept about there is fact behind the fiction. And I've always been interested in it. Like, Nerdist because science. There's fact behind the fiction. I've always loved that concept of connecting the two worlds. And it's pretty interesting. So, if you want to get scared, there's a few movies that will, like, scare your pants off. If you have seen the new It, I would recommend you see the original. Because the original is very good. I would also recommend you read the book by Stephen King. And the book ends differently than the movie does, but they couldn't make the movie like that because it's so like horrifying and grotesque and like scary. So if you're not into movies, Edgar Allan Poe, Stephen King, that kind of stuff. If you're into music, I have a few music recommendations that are like not your usual Halloween songs because I can't play them now because I'm using royalty-free Halloween music so I don't get my video taken down because I'm going to like this video a lot, so. Because it is 32 minutes and I can't edit. So, I wanted to end this like 10 minutes ago. Amityville Horror is a movie I wanted to recommend because I really like that one. The new one and the old one, definitely. My eyes just blinked weird. The new one and the old one I like a lot. Music, if you go to Google Music and you go into Halloween, they'll recommend some Halloween playlists based on your music. There's one I like called Werewolf Rock, and it's a lot of like 80s and like more rockish, punk, somewhat like older hipster music, like not current like whistling and whatever it is. Like the older, like, early 2000s type hipster music. And there's things like Strokes and the Keys as well, so Black Keys. There's, like, stuff like that, which is really good and I like. And I don't know any my specific favorite Halloween song. I don't have a favorite Halloween movie either. I like them all. If I had to pick, it would probably be Ghostbusters, because that's what I've grown up to love, is Ghostbusters. And it's just, like, one of my favorites. Favorite? If you're looking for a series and not just like a movie, there's a couple series of like TV shows. Like, if you're wanting some old stuff, there's The Twilight Zone and The Alfred Hitchcock Hour. Those are some pretty old, scary stuff. That would have been scary for the time. I just like it because it's interesting to me. Dark Shadows. There's also a movie with, I believe it was Johnny Depp. Yeah. But, both the movie and the TV show I love. They're both really good. So that's a recommendation. If you can just, even, Gremlins. I think, yeah. That's like a Halloween and Christmas movie. And of course, everything Tim Burton. That's another thing. Everything Tim Burton. You got like your iconic Halloween figures. Stephen King Edgar Allan Poe, Vincent Price. Like, they got all those big names in Halloween. That's one of them, too. If you're a bookworm, Stephen King and Edgar Allan Poe again. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which I like a lot. Sleepy Hollow is another good one. And Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh, another TV series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In love with that. And once again, I love vampires. I'm weird like that, but that's another recommendation. This is going on too long. I just want you to have a good Halloween. We have the spookiest night ever. I want you to poop your pants in your sleep. No, I don't. I don't want to know if you do that or not. Please don't tell me. In the comments, I want you to tell me your favorite Halloween song or movie, or like your favorite costume you've ever worn, or your favorite like Halloween generalized character. Just like put that TV show, movie, song, favorite Halloween stuff, or if you have recommendations of things that I haven't mentioned, because there's a lot of stuff I do know I just haven't mentioned because I don't feel that strongly about it in terms of liking it. But if you want to recommend me anything, especially vampire, no romantic. I hate Twilight. I hate it. She's not a bad author. It was just a really bad storyline, and then the movies made it worse. Just putting it out there. That's my own personal opinion. Don't hate me on that. If you like Twilight, good for you for sticking it to everyone who doesn't. Good for you. I respect you for that. But I just personally don't. It's not bad. I just don't like the storyline. And if you go off all the lore, vampires can't love, and werewolves will probably tear you apart. Or mate you to death. Because that would just be intense. Because they're like dogs. They go through heat. That's like, calm down. No one wants that. Unless you're into that. Why am I talking about this? I never said my favorite Halloween song. There's too many. I'm just gonna listen to this Halloween song until I think of one. Yeah, I can't think of one. I have too many favorite Halloween songs. Boris the Spider by The Who. Really good song. Really like it a lot. Definitely recommend it because their voice is really low in that song, and I'm just like, whoa, my voice can't do that, and I sing like a man. So I think this is finally it. We are like 37 minutes and so into this. So let me get a drink before I do the outro. Any Halloween stuff that you're into? Put it in the comments. Tell me all about like your favorite Halloween memories, stuff you like that's related to Halloween. I want to hear it all. This is my favorite holiday. I want to know what you like about it. I want to know if it's your favorite holiday too. Or like after Halloween, if you want me to do like an after Halloween special or something. Which I kind of want to do. I want to get more up on these videos, but I thought football season would be over, but no, our team made it into playoffs, so kudos to them. My hips don't want to keep going, but it's been a long time since our team has, so. Oh, spooky cough. So, thanks everyone for watching. If you liked it and everything, you know what to do. You can share if you want to. That is up to you. Don't forget, spooky memory. Oh. Hate that kind of music. By the way, the ringtone for my phone the entire month has been the Psycho theme. Just to be spoopy. My friends were talking about spoopy stuff today, and I'm wearing very spoopy socks. I'm going to do this without falling down. There are cats with pumpkins! And I love it. And cats with pumpkins. Oh no, my shoe is stuck on my drum. But yes, thank you for watching. This has been going on for 40 minutes. Good luck watching this and not dying. I just haven't uploaded in a while. I'm like, maybe I'll give you a longer video because you've gone without. So, thanks for watching. And happy Halloween. Ooh, spooky.